Welcome to Online Marketing for Massage Therapists with me, Alyssa Haynes, brought to you by Sohnen-Moe. This module is an overview of social media. Social media is here to stay. You will hear from people that certain platforms might disappear, just like MySpace did years ago. That was the first big social media platform that went mainstream, and now it's essentially defunct. But social media is going to be around for quite some time. The platforms are going to change and evolve, but you'll see on most websites now there's some sort of social and community integration and some mechanism of bringing users together or openly communicating with customers and users to create a more warm and fuzzy marketing experience. And it's important to remember that social media and all marketing is always going to be about relationships. It's about starting new relationships, trustworthy relationships with potential clients. It's about cementing and reinforcing relationships that you have with current clients, and doing all of that in a personal way so that everyone feels that they've been taken care of and they want to refer their friends and their families to you and your massage business. So why would you want to use social media? And the very short answer, your clients are there. Your potential clients are likely there. There are millions of people using various social media platforms. There's over 1 billion YouTube users. That's where people are spending their time. That's where they're getting business referrals from. That's where they're hanging out with their friends. People are on social media, and you're going to want your business to be there too. Here are some social media starter tips. Just like everything else we've learned, you want to keep your branding consistent. So that means that the picture you use on your Facebook business page, that means the picture that's on your Facebook page should be the same headshot that's on your Sohnen-Moe profile, which should be the same headshot that's on your website. Use your same logo and layout everywhere that you're available online. The best part about social media is you get to be a human being. It's important to be a professional version of ourselves online, but you should definitely be yourself. And there's a couple of examples here. Tracy Bradley, who has a massage practice in Arkansas, you see one of her tweets that is a link to a new blog post, Squeezing Toxins Out of Muscles. Nothing fancy there. It's a headline, it's a link to her blog post. But you'll notice on another day, she puts out kind of a funny post about Reese's peanut butter cups are best served straight from the freezer. It's totally a professional sentiment. There's nothing unprofessional about that, but it's personal, it's kind of fun. And it really makes Tracy seem like a human being, which she is. So if someone's following your Twitter stream or your Facebook feed, and they see fun things like that, it's going to make you more approachable and more accessible and more trustworthy, which is really important in a field where we touch people. And you'll see over on the right is a Sohnen-Moe posting from their Facebook page. Sohnen-Moe has lots of tools for independent massage therapists. They're always posting links to useful blog posts. But on this day, one of the things they posted was a really great video of very cute animals massaging each other. And it's fun. It displays a little bit about the staff and the owners of Sohnen-Moe, who are pet people. They love animals. It's completely professional. There's nothing unprofessional about this, but it's fun and it's human, and that's wonderful. In social media, you can be a human being. You want to show up, and what that means is you want to be present. It's a bad idea to set up social media profiles and then leave them vacant and dormant and not used. So I've got two examples here. One is the Sohnen-Moe Facebook page, and I'm just showing that Sohnen-Moe posted 2 days in a row, which is awesome. You want to try to get something up at least once a day, and that's a general rule. You can work out what's best for you on whatever platforms you decide to use. And then over on the right, we're showing how the ABMP, the Association of Bodywork and Massage Professionals, we're looking at their Twitter stream, and the first one is a post by me that they retweeted about one of their workshops. And then you'll see that they had at least one other post that day and at least 2 others the day before. So they're on Twitter a lot. They're really making a presence. They're in there. They're reading other people's information. They're sharing it, and they're showing up on a daily basis. One of the more fun parts about social media is that you get to share and promote others. Just like you give referrals out and you tell people about your wonderful new hairdresser, you're going to do the same things online. So I've got 2 clips from my Facebook. I got a flower delivery at my office, and I went into Facebook as my page. And I went to the flower shop and I posted a picture saying that they were beautiful and I loved the delivery and it was great. So this is a dual purpose. One, a local business is seeing that I am appreciative of their service. There could be people at that business who've driven by my office and seen my sign and recognize that. Also, anyone who visits that flower shop's page is going to see that and think, oh, that's the massage therapist around the corner. And they're going to think I'm a very nice person because one, I got flowers, and two, I made it the point to thank them and tell them how beautiful they were. It's a warm and fuzzy way to share and appreciate each other. You'll see on the right, I have a link to the reviews of my car guy. So I take my car to Robert's Automotive. He's a local car guy. They're wonderful. They treat me very well. And I want to tell all of my clients about that. We're often big community referral sources for our clients. We know a lot of people and we know a lot of businesses. And my car guy is wonderful, and I am happy to tell my audience about him. And he's appreciative of that. And when he has customers who are looking for a massage therapist, he sends them to me. It's a warm and fuzzy way to promote other small businesses. It's important to say thank you on social media. Manners are awesome. So we have an example here, again, from the ABMP. And they put out a tweet that was a link to a blog post from another massage therapist, Kristen. And Kristen saw that they tweeted out a link to her blog post, and she said thank you. And that's it. And they came back and said you're welcome. But it was a nice little conversation. It was nice for Kristen to have that be shared by the ABMP. It was nice that she thanked them, and it was a really nice little conversation. So if Kristen's deciding to change her insurance or change her professional organization, she's going to keep the ABMP in mind. Or if she's already a member of the ABMP, when her renewal comes around, she's going to feel extra good about that because she knows they're an association who's paying attention to massage therapists, to their members, and that they're warm and fuzzy. Using social media for your business is not a willy-nilly haphazard way to market. You want to walk into it with some strategy. And the first thing to do is decide where you should be. Not every one of these platforms is perfect for every personality and business type. So you've got to think about who your ideal clients are, figure out where they're hanging out online, and choose those places. If you've got a local running group and they have a LinkedIn group, you want to be on LinkedIn and you want to be a member of that group so you can watch conversations and participate in them. If they've got a Facebook page, it's a good idea to be on Facebook so you can keep an eye on that and participate and be involved in conversations. So you have to think about who your ideal clientele are, maybe ask a few people and ask where they are most online. What social sites do they spend the most time on? You'll get some great answers and it'll help you figure out where your time is best spent. When you're thinking about social media strategy, the biggest question is usually what to post. So again, you want to think about your ideal clients and you want to post things that they're interested in. So we're using Tracy, the massage therapist in Arkansas, as an example again. And we're looking at a couple of days worth of her posts. So the first one on the bottom left is a link to a blog post on her website about communication with your massage therapist and feeling comfortable telling them if you're comfortable or uncomfortable on the table. And then the top picture is just a picture she took when she was out and about in her town of street art. One of the beauty shops there has painted parts of the outside of their business, and she's got a great picture of it and she shares it on her page. Off to the right, you see that Tracy has posted a link to an infographic about healthy backpacks. And she makes a little note about how children and teens should not have backs and shoulders that are hurting. Tracy does a little bit of pediatric massage. She also knows that many of her clients are parents, and this is the kind of article that they would be interested in. So for Tracy's audience, all of these posts make sense. It's all stuff that her clients would be interested in reading. A big part of social media strategy is determining your goals and your progress. Like every other marketing task, you want to schedule it. You want to put it in your calendar and make it as important as a client on the table. You want to create goals and measure your progress. What's your goal? Do you want to be able to put a Facebook post out about open appointments and fill up those appointments within a day? Great! Then you've got to get active enough on Facebook so enough people are watching your page and people scoop up those open appointments when you post them. Same thing for Twitter. But as you join any particular platform, think about why you're using it and what you want the goals to be, because then you can measure them and decide if it's working. And that helps you figure out, is it worth your time? While most of these platforms are free, you're still spending time managing them. So if you've been on LinkedIn for 3 years, but you have never gotten one client from it, it's really important to look at if you're doing it wrong, or if that's not the place where your ideal clients are hanging out. And you want to look at what you're doing. If you find that most of your connections on any particular social media platform react well to images or conversations or answer questions that you post, keep doing that. If you find that they prefer reading longer posts and never answer your short, quippy questions, stop doing that. But you've got to look at what you're doing, see what's working, do more of that, and stop doing what doesn't work. And that's going to be a constant task because you always want to keep in touch with what's going on with your audience. Just like all other aspects of marketing, it's ongoing. And that is a social media overview. This is Alyssa Haynes.